Hey, friends, I want to talk a little bit today about your God given biofeedback mechanisms. Talked a little bit ago about tongue scraping and sense care and the reasons for scraping your tongue. One of those reasons is that it cues you into the tales your tongue is telling about your body and what's going on in it. And I want to show you a little bit about what you might see in your tongue and what that means. This is your tongue. You can see you've got your lungs on either side, heart down the middle. And if you were going to follow the midline of your body, you'd go heart, stomach, pancreas, and then your intestines going round and round and round. Kidneys on back, spleen, liver. So with that in mind, let's see, I want to go to that one. These are the tales your tongue can tell. Your lungs, remember those are on the side of your tongue? Sometimes your tongue might look, you can see how this one looks like it's sucked in at the edges. That's a mild lung. Like your lungs are a little sensitive. They got a little something going on there. Maybe you breathed in too much dust or your allergies are acting up. And you'll also notice a little fuzz or a little roughness there. That's your lungs, something going on in there. The bigger the bubbles get and the darker they get, from white being a little bit of a problem all the way to brown being a lot of a problem. And you can see how deep that groove is along the edge of the tongue. You have stuff going on in your lungs that you need to take care of. Down the middle, where we talked about your stomach and then your intestines, you can see when you get white fluff going on, especially down that midline, it'll tell you where you've got digestive upsets, just small ones. They might not even be big enough to be a disease yet. In Ayurvedic and Eastern medicine, there's at least 5 steps of disease, I guess dis-ease. We only in Western medicine have names for stage 4, kind of for 3, stage 4, and then 5 is like you are mortally, deathly ill or dead. So before we get to where we have names for things, your body will give you cues that there's a lot of things before that. So when you see stuff going on in this part of your tongue, along your kidneys, here you have colon toxins. This is more in your stomach area. This one, when you see scallops along the edge of your tongue, where it looks like it's actually pushed against your teeth, and that's actually what it's done. Your tongue might feel swollen. It means that you maybe ate something you shouldn't have eaten. You ate too much sugar, drank too much coffee, too much alcohol, ate too late at night, too big a meal. Malabsorbed nutrients, stuff your body just couldn't handle, and it's all inflamed. Your guts are literally swollen. You see that in your tongue with the swollen and these scallops along the edge. And it may also, you can see more than one of these show up here. When I've eaten ice cream late at night or too much sugar at night, had too big a meal at night, I will scrape a lot of white fluffy stuff off my tongue in the morning. And every once in a while, like before Christmas, when there's a lot of sugar going on and a lot of stuff going on, a lot of other inflammatory stuff, had a little bit of this problem. So it'll tell you what's going on in your intestines and in your digestive system that might just be uncomfortable, but it is the very start, the seeds of more things to come. So if you can take your cues and respond to them, that's the thing to do, because you'll prevent bigger issues. How should your tongue look? It should be a pinkish color. If you see red with or red dots in it, it means you've got a lot of inflammation, too much pitta. You've maybe been too focused on something, very overheated with anger, frustration, or maybe it's just too hot. It's July and August and it's been 100 degrees and you're just hot and you need to just cool your body down. White is typically stagnation. So you've got stuff just hanging out in your GI tract, in your colon. It's hanging out there instead of moving through and doing what it needs to do. Let's see, too much anxiety, too much worry. These things show up, fear, as cracks in your tongue or tremors in your tongue. You'll see those, and you need to spend some time sitting quietly, breathing deeply so that you can get your body out of that sympathetic nervous system and into your parasympathetic nervous system. It's telling you that maybe you need to oil your body. Spend some time giving yourself some love and some oil on your skin to calm your nerves. This is excess energy in your nervous system when you have cracks or tremors in your tongue. The other one that is a good cue is when you get a deep crack or a crevice right down the middle of your tongue. That is tied to your spinal column. Your spinal column is the root, the biggest part of your nervous system. So when you have a lot of nervous energy, a lot of emotion, deep emotion that's stored in your body, you're hanging on to it, having trouble letting go, getting rid of it, it gets stored in your spine. And you'll see it in your tongue, right in that deep crack along the way. So that's just a little bit of how your tongue tells tales. Oops. Back off my screen share. How your tongue tells tales and can tell you what's going on in your body and be a little bit of a biofeedback system from the ancient medical sciences of Ayurveda and Eastern medicine. Scrape that tongue, listen to what it's telling you, and have a great and abundant day.